it's for 100-year quest chapter 181, the potential of ice. That's right, it's a great focus chapter, and yes, it's fucking heat. As the chapter carries on from chapter 180 with Carla and Wendy freeing Celine from the dragon locker that was embedded into her system, controlling her for the Dragon King festival. But as they're dealing with Celine freshly waking up from a pretty much hypnosis state, Gray is still fighting Vernice. Celine really wants to help, but using a lot of magic, teleporting not only to the battle, but also utilizing a lot of magic during her little scuffle with Vernice, kind of put her at the count. Also, being attacked by Wendy, Carla, Gray, and Vernice would take a lot out of you. But Vernice isn't having any of that, converting the air around them into a magical sphere covering all three wizards right here so they can't activate their magic. Meaning, Wendy can't get the locker mat out of Vernice. That's all he wants, and let's be real, probably all that Gray wants, as he's not only enjoying himself, but Gray also wants to get this done and over with, meaning he also wants to have this fight. To be fair, he's holding up his own fairly well for a man who is at a massive disadvantage fighting one of the strongest beings in the world. Even able to get a fucking strike on him, but the second he realizes what kind of magic he's actually utilizing, he can now counter it. As his alchemy magic kind of works like Rufus's memory make magic, but inverse. Where Rufus, if he understands the condiments to make a spell, he will now utilize it in comparison to him, and where if he understands the condiments to how to use a spell, he can now counteract it. This has got Gray kind of fucked. As it does, he remembers back to the original fight and where Nacho was able to just straight up outflame his metal alchemy. So Gray comes up with the brilliant idea of, I'm a maker wizard. I can make what I want. So I'ma just make hot ice, which is exactly what he does. And now you realize I made a pun in the intro. Haha. Regardless, this entire panel is sick as fuck, but it's not as cool as the next one. He uses all of that magic directly onto Verzi's body. But again, because it is Demon Slaying Ice Maker magic, he knows how to counteract it since he now knows what it means to make that kind of magic. Gray is still really fucked here, so he comes up with a plan. Plan is to literally freeze the oxygen and the air around them, making a mini ice domain. Saying, you said your alchemy changes the nature of the air. If the air frozen, we can't breathe. It's freezing my lungs. Yours too, right? Even a little bit of a hint towards that as he's trying to breathe in here, but he's physically incapable of it. Let's see who holds out the longest as he is actively freezing to death. But Gray is low-key kind of neutral to being frozen. Not super neutral, but like neutral enough to where he's obviously gonna outlast him. This got everybody sweating, because this is pretty much just ice shell with a less likely cost of Gray dying here. I'm loving the Gray focus chapters, man. 3 in a row. Oh, you're gonna love it. My second favorite character in this fucking manga, dude. I'm so happy he's finally getting limelight after 100+ chapters. Not just the not too show anymore, it's everybody else getting their power-ups. You love to see it.